G'day legends, I'm Jack, I'm a carpenter who's had it with the bullshit that we get fed by the media and the government. So I'm going to look into hot topics and give you short, sharp takes on Australia's big issues. No fluff, just facts. I'm going to provide the links in the description for the information that I use. So we're going to cover housing to handouts, hitting the nail on the head so you don't have to. So let's get into it. We're kicking off with Australia's big spenders, the NDIS. $42 billion a year. Bloody hell, that's a lot of beers. Do you know how many beers you can buy for $42 billion? Let's quickly look. Three and a half billion beers at $12 a schooner, which is a joke in itself. Let that sink in. All right, so let's get into it. So, NDIS is meant to help Aussies with serious disabilities. Facts first. 610,500 people on it in 2023. There's a lot of misinformation going around that there's 5.5 million people. There's 5.5 million total disabled people in Australia. 5.5 million is anyone with a condition like a dodgy knee or whatever. NDIS is stricter, so it's only 2.3% of Australia, not 20%, which is what's going around. So if we look at the annual report on the NDIS website, we can see here the participant plan expenses. Like, they've spent a lot of money on other rubbish, but this is the actual budget. They've spent nearly $42 billion, heading to $50 billion by 2030, $68,000 per person yearly. Some people need it. People in wheelchairs, carers, fair enough. But when you've got rorts, they suspect about $2 billion. It's probably a lot more than that on people going to get their tarot cards read or go to the brothel. Like, you hear about stories like that all the time. It's a total scam. Like, me personally, I think it's bloated. There's definitely people on there that need the help, but there's definitely a lot of people on there who are taking the piss. Globally, severe disability is 5 to 7%. Our severely disabled population is 7.9%, but we only have 2.5% on NDIS. So there's not that many people on there, and there's too many people on there that probably shouldn't be on there, which is taking them services away from the people who actually need it. So how are we going to fix it? We should audit every claim independently, no dodgy mates getting shit passed, cap the growth for NDIS at 5%. You probably save $2 to $5 billion from all the fake claims. If they think it's $2 billion, it's probably way more, because most people in the government aren't really doing what they're meant to. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in the mess we're in at the moment. So yeah, and then they can use that money to get more carers, use it in hospitals, use it on tradies like me to put ramps in at disabled people's houses, all that sort of stuff. Help the real disabled people, not the people taking the piss. So, just some quick math I'm going to throw in at the end here. If you divide 3.5 billion beers, which is the total spending on NDIS, that's 127 beers per Australian And then if you take off 20% for kids and non-drinkers, that's 5.5 million less people. So 22 million of us would get 159 beers, schooners each, and just one more for the road. That's 595 Olympic-sized swimming pools. That's a lot of beer. So probably if you cut the NDIS, cut all the wastes, you're probably looking at 500 swimming pools. I don't know, I'm not a mathematician, but yeah. So if you liked this episode, short and hopefully informative, if you want to let me know what you want me to cover in the comments, be sure to let me know what you think. And if you like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because next is housing. Thanks, guys.